Hey Melon, what's up my man? Hope you're doing awesome. If anybody else is here, I hope you guys are also doing awesome. Alright, so is this thing working? Hello, hello, is this thing on? Hello, hello, is this thing on? I do believe it is. Alrighty, so how's everyone's day going? I hope it's super amazing. Alright. What's up, Ryan? How are you today? Alright, so that wasn't supposed to go there. Oh no. I broke it. Alright, so we're going to be running this F40 competition. This is a really cool car. Let me see how I got this thing set up really quickly. What's up, Lewis? What's up, Diva? Hello, hello. Alright, so we basically got... I wish I had, you know... I could put a stage 6 transmission on there. I do have some universal parts. I don't think we need it though. I mean, we're over 2,000 Evo already. We're probably good to go at this point. So we got nitrous on 2, body 5, tires 3, transmission 5. Everything else is still fit to stock. So this should be pretty good the way it is. We got this car set up for the 10.6 lobby, everybody. We got the car set up for the 10.6 lobby. So it should be somewhere around that ballpark. Somewhere around there. Alright, so how's everybody's morning going? I hope amazing. Alright, so I got noise suppression, I got that on, I got that on, I got that on, and I got that on. Okay. Should be good. So let's go live race this thing. Pin message, perfect. Alright, we got Stax's message pinned up there. Here we go, ba-bam. Live racing. I'll tell you what, that's a really nice looking color on that car. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Skylines are cool cars. Alright, here we go. Let's try it out. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, man. Nothing worked. Let me reset my controls. Hopefully that did it. That's a pain in the butt. Alright, that's alright. We ran a really slow one, so... You know. Crazy stuff happens, I guess. There's a bunch of bots in here. Where's all the real people? Where's all the real people, everybody? What's up, Scott? How you doing today? Hands, good to see ya. No, I've never had a garage full of placeholder cars. But it does sound like maybe the placeholder glitch is back, unfortunately. Some people seem to be getting those lately. I haven't seen them personally, but... hopefully it didn't stay that way too long. I definitely hope it didn't stay that way too long. But yeah, the game's always got some weird glitches and issues going on, unfortunately. Hey, William D. How's your day going? But yeah, I haven't seen a placeholder car problem in years. It's been a long time. Yeah, I think I actually got the latest update. I'm not really sure how many people have it or don't have it. as far as the new update goes. That can be an issue when there's a new update. It can make live racing messy. Alright, so you restarted the game and it fixed it. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's just one of those weird visual bugs, I guess. But no, I haven't seen that personally, but that is kind of crazy, actually. These games do some weird stuff, that's all I'm going to say. These games do a lot of weird stuff. Alright, so if anybody's interested in possibly joining my crew next time we need members, there's a link to our crew recruitment room on the Line app. I'm not sure if we've filled back up or not, honestly, but if you join that room next time we need members, our recruitment guy will go in there and be like, hey, anybody interested? My guess is washout was probably supposed to be what's up. You gotta love these phones, right? They're always changing stuff and causing problems and being turd tacos all the time. Nobody likes the turd taco, but you know what? You get stuck with them constantly. This guy says, just sorting through my Hot Wheels collection. So it seems like if I get the kickback on this car, it's actually slowing it down a little bit. So this does look like a car where you got to pay attention to your launch. All right, everybody's busy. We'll go ahead and race another one of these bots. When I first got that Aventador, I was so excited. I loved that car. I mean, that car was so good for a long time. Now it's just kind of like, no thank you. Yeah, it doesn't like that kickback, does it? Now, if I drive it like that, it's going to guarantee that I don't run faster than my dyno time, which is good if I'm trying not to. But if I want to run as fast as possible, or run at the lobby time, that's going to slow me down. Skynet. You know, I don't really like the fact that the Google search now has AI. I was just really complaining about this. So I got a free trial to Google Gemini that normally costs $250 a month. They gave it to me for free for 3 months. I would say probably 75% of the information it gave me was incorrect. I would ask it to make a photo or a video. It did a horrible job almost every single time. Like, it gave me unusable photos, unusable videos. I would actually, like the other day, I'm going to be working on a video on my audio and tech channel about both best microphones under $200 for YouTube. I gave the AI a list of microphones I wanted to put on the list, and I said, please take this list of microphones. After the name of the microphone, put the price, and then put them in order from cheapest to most expensive. And it got the price on the majority of the microphones extremely wrong. So I said, hey, please double check those microphone prices. Most of these are incorrect. And it says, no, these are correct. These are correct. I said, no, they're not. Please double check. It says, okay, I've double checked and they're all correct. I said, no, they're not. And I said, for example, this particular microphone right here costs $65 and you're saying it costs $300. I said, please check Amazon. And it says, I just checked Amazon and the price is $300. So I went to Amazon. I gave it a screenshot of the microphone showing it that it only cost $65 and it says, oh, you caught me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me with this crap. And then it actually went and double checked. I said, I want you to go to Sweetwater and Amazon and recheck the price of all the microphones. And after I called it out and proved to it that it was wrong, then it actually finally did what I asked it to do and got all the prices correct. They want $250 a month for that piece of crap. The people who own that should be ashamed of themselves for even charging $5 a month for such a horrible piece of crap. $250 a month. It's a joke. Now on my Warbots channel, what I wanted it to do was take a video of me and animate it. What I wanted it to do was put me in like a robot pilot suit from like a hi-fi movie, like something from like Pacific Rim or something. So I gave it a photo of me sitting in my chair, and I said, put me in a really cool robot suit, or a robot pilot suit. And it did that. It did that great. And I said, can you please animate that? And it did the dumbest crap I've ever seen. It was a 10-second clip. It had me like standing up and turning around in the chair and doing like my head was going up and down and nodding all over the place. And it started zooming in and out, and it added all this music and background effects. I'm like, what are you doing? I said, that is a mess. I'm like, humans don't move like that. And I explained to it over and over and over again what I wanted, and it was never able to just, I said, make slight movements like a person reading a computer screen or playing a game would do in a chair that's not really moving around very much. And then finally, it's like, after so many tries, I actually tried to get this. It only allowed me to make 3 videos per day. And after 2 weeks, every day I had to make 3 videos for 2 weeks. It was never able to get something usable. So I told it how terrible it was, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not programmed. I mean, it's like, I failed you. You gave me detailed instructions, and I just can't do what you ask. I'm programmed to do things this way or that way, and it's just like, seriously, like the AI is the most frustrating piece of crap I've ever used in my life. But Gemini, Grok, and ChatGTP are all terrible. I got the free trials to all 3 of them, and they were all crap, honestly. They were all horrible. Like, if you can't tell, I'm still really upset with those programs. They have made me so frustrated and angry. One day I actually told it to go F itself. I was so upset with it. I'm like, F you. Which is very, like, I don't ever really cuss at people that often. The frustration just trying to do something simple with a $250 a month piece of software, I don't know what you call it, service, is unreal. I mean, seriously. What are they doing with that thing? It shouldn't even be released to the public. It's so bad. All right, I'm not paying... Melon, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not paying any attention to what's going on here. What's up, Clay? How you doing today? I've been ranting for probably like 15 minutes about how horrible AI is. Hey, there's Floopy Doopy. We're going to raise Floopy Doopy. I apologize, but I'm just so frustrated with that thing. It's horrible. It's so horrible. But no, the people who run that should really be ashamed of themselves for putting out such a horrible piece of crap and then charging a huge amount of money for it. Melon, thanks for the swaps, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, is Papa Noob here? What's up, buddy? Lewis says fire. All right. You know what? I used to have some Hot Wheels, but I don't think I ever really had any cool Hot Wheels. I don't really remember, but when I was a kid, it was either me or my... All right, so when I was a little kid, I was Big Dan, and the other kid named Dan that my grandma babysat was Little Dan. Just so you guys understand why I'm calling him Little Dan. But Little Dan used to have all kinds of Hot Wheels and stuff. I think I had Micro Machines. I don't think I had Hot Wheels, but Little Dan had all the Hot Wheels, I think. But yeah, when I was a kid, man, me and Little Dan were like best friends ever since I can remember. He had a lot of Hot Wheels. I don't really think I had too many, but I had a huge Micro Machine collection. I had a big collection of those little pink things. They were like muscles or something, I think they were called. They were like these little pink figurines that were, I think they were all like posing in bodybuilding. They might have been like monster. I don't remember. They were like little teeny pink figurines. I had a whole bunch of those. I had a lot of Garbage Pail Kids cards. What else did I have that was cool? I don't know. I had a lot of cool stuff as a kid, but I don't remember most of it. I had an Atari. I had a Nintendo. All right. Clay says, that'd be me, Danny. Clay, what would, buddy? I'm sorry, I'm confused. What's kind of funny though, last time I tried to play Mario Brothers, I sucked so bad at it. Oh, come on, game. When I was a kid, I would be able to get on like Mario Brothers and I would run through the whole game in what felt like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. I don't know, maybe it was a couple of hours. But as a kid, I had no problem beating like Mario Brothers 1, Mario 2, Mario 3. Last time I tried to play it, man, all I did was die. I'm like, holy crap. I used to be so good at this. Like, it is true, though. The older you get, you become less coordinated. What time does the stream start? It's already started. Can you not see it properly? I mean, if you can't, I guess you won't be able to answer my question, but... Oh, Clay, you're papping up. Gotcha, my friend. Gotcha. I don't know why YouTube went to the little handles or whatever instead of people's names. It's kind of weird how they did that. You can go in there and change that anytime you want, however. Like, if any of you guys want to change your YouTube handles, you can do that anytime you want. But I don't understand why they... I mean, I guess that's supposed to be like a 100% identification. Nobody can copy the exact same name you have. But, I don't know. It's a weird deal if you ask me. If you ask me, it's a very weird deal. Oh, you know that... Oh, I get what you're saying. You're asking... Okay. The stream started 29 minutes ago, roughly. Or at least it's supposed to. I think I started a few minutes late today, but... Right now, for me, it's 9:30 a.m. The stream normally starts around 9 a.m. Sometimes I might be 10 or 15 minutes late, depending, because I got to get up in the morning, make a couple of videos. Then I usually try to hop in the shower really quick, get a couple of other things done really fast, and sometimes I might be a few minutes late, but 9 a.m. Eastern time zone is generally when the stream starts. So yeah, 30 minutes ago. Whatever time that is for you. Unfortunately, everybody's in different time zones, so that kind of causes some issues here and there, but... What do you mean, William D? What about YouTube spying on you? You think that little handle thing is to spy on you? I've never really Hey, there's somebody in there. I bet that says cheaters suck. Is that what it says? I don't know. Just cheaters S dot 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 dot. Okay. I wonder what that means. Cheaters S. Maybe it means suck. They do. Nobody likes cheaters. Nobody likes a cheater. So the good news is I don't even have to really drive this car well, and it's still winning most of the races, which is nice. I got it on I just threw a basic setup on here, and it's doing pretty good. I mean, it's running slower than 10.6. I don't have to control the way I'm driving it. And it's beating most people, I think. I like this car. If I had those last couple of states 6 parts on there, I'd probably do way better. Alright, so William D, why do you think they can track you with the little handle thing? I will say this, Google already knows everything about all of us. I think Google knows more about us than the US government. Google knows more about me than my mom. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. Google knows more about me than I know about me, honestly. But William D, as far as tracking goes for ads, yeah, they pay attention to everything you do and try and figure out what you're into. Now, what I think though, I think they're listening to us somehow. I think they're listening to things. And the reason I say that, the other day I was talking to somebody about music. And there was a song from Drowning Pool called Let the Bodies Hit the Floor or whatever. And I haven't heard the song in years. I don't remember how the conversation came up, but I mentioned liking that song. Next time I logged on to YouTube, the very first recommendation on YouTube was that music video. Well, that's a weird coincidence. And the thing is, it's not the only time it's happened. There's been several times where I started talking about something that I liked that I haven't seen or heard or done in like 10 years or 15 years or 5 years. And right after saying it, the same day, Google pops something up to about that exact same thing. And I'm like, wait a second. It's got to be listening to what we say. It's got to be. I mean, I can't think of any other possible reason that would be happening unless they're actually listening to us, which that's not great. Hey, Zork, what's up, my man? Uh-oh. Newborn baby. Holy moly, congratulations. That's awesome, buddy. Hopefully everything is going well for you and your family and the new baby. That's amazing. Wait, did you just call me a naive little man? That seems very inappropriate, sir. That seems like a terrible insult to call somebody a little man. You terrible little man, you. You're trying to make me feel small, man. You're trying to make me feel little. Just because I'm short doesn't mean you can make fun of me. Nah. Oh, man. Alright, Melon says 10.8. Yeah, I might actually be in the 10.8, to tell you the truth. I do believe I am in the 10.8 lobby. Let me pin Melon's comment. Replace pin message, because I probably am in 10.8. Alright, Stacks. Oh, wait, there it is. Do I have the new update? Yes, I do believe so. As far as I know, I do have it. It downloaded a new update on Friday, I think. I don't know if you guys have it or not, but yeah, Friday, I believe it was Friday, I got an update. So I do believe I'm probably on the newest version. William says, feel small like me. I already feel bad enough. Alright, here we go. Why does everybody mean to me? Yaden's got the new update. Zork says, thanks, Dax. Alrighty. Oh wait, how do you do a manual update? I didn't know you could do that. Or how's your day going? And please explain, how do you manually update? Inquiring minds would like to know. I didn't even know that was a possibility on Google. Or are you on iOS? I don't know anything about iOS devices. But as far as I know, you can't manually update on Google unless I'm missing something. Zork says, you too, Daniel. Thanks, my friend. Maybe there's something I don't know about here, but I'm interested to find out how that works. Look, there's the Pooge. The Pooge. So how many of you guys have the latest update and how many of you don't? Will the Apex Arrows event be hard? Bottom line is, generally on those events, you're going to need most of the Stage 6 parts and most of the fusions. Whether it's hard or not depends on how many parts you have on your car. I mean, generally, if you're going to be doing one of those bigger events, it's usually pretty easy to the last maybe 5 or 10 races. You get towards the end, like you usually can breeze through it with a handful of parts on it until you get to maybe like the last 5 races or something, and then they get harder and harder and harder. So most of the time, you're going to need to have like 4, usually between 4 and 5 Stage 6 parts and the majority of the fusions. I don't really know the final times they're going to have on that, but I don't think it's going to be easy, to tell you the truth, unfortunately. Now that's a nice looking car. Look at that thing. I don't know why, but I like that front end in white. Oh no! Could not connect. I like that car, man. I like that car. I haven't really used that car very much. I don't even remember if it's any good, but 3, 2, 1, go. I really have no idea if that car is good, but I kind of remember liking it when it came out, but I barely remember anything about it. Sky says, I haven't been on yet today, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I mean, most of those events are designed to try and get you buying things, right? They want you to buy the cars. They want you to buy the parts. I mean, I'm going to guess. I think I wish my memory didn't suck so bad. They actually started finding that I have got brain lesions, so my MRI is coming up with some results finally from the autoimmune issues. So I'm guessing that's what's affecting my memory. So next time I go to the doctor, they want me to go back for another MRI tomorrow. And then I think on like the 2nd of next month or something like that, they got me scheduled for the doctor again. So I'm going to have to ask him, like, do you think that's why my memory's terrible? Because, man, I used to remember everything. Now my memory is crap. I forget it all. Or says I'm free to play. Now, last time I got a brain MRI, probably like 5 years ago, it came back normal. But I guess when you get those brain lesions, it usually takes a while for them to show up. But I bet that's why my memory's gotten crappy. I mean, my memory was pretty good. I would say over the last maybe 2 years, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm thinking that's probably why. Oh, okay. Checking for app. I wouldn't consider checking for updates a manual update. I kind of figured you downloaded a game file from somewhere and somehow, like, in my opinion, a manual update would be going to, like, I don't know, the CSR website, downloading their game files and then, like, installing it on your phone yourself. That's what I would consider to be like a manual update. But going to Google Play and checking for updates, to me, that's just kind of like looking to see if there's an update available, but I thought you were, see, I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I'm just saying I thought you were talking about something different. Now I get what you're saying. I just realized I might sound rude or like, I don't want to sound rude because that's not my intention. I just thought you were talking about something different. Now I see what you're saying. So if I came off as saying, oh, you're wrong or something, that's not what I was trying to do. I was not trying to be a butt nugget, okay? All right, Yaden, I don't know what an NSB edit is, my man. I have no idea. I'm not sure what you're referring to by an NSB edit. Now, if you're trying to get an account from Nitro, I don't know. You might, I think he has a Discord server. You might want to go over to his Discord server and just ask him about getting like a content recording account. Maybe that's what you mean by NSB. Now, when it comes to these accounts, I don't understand how it works. I don't know anything about them. I just know I have access to an account with all the stuff on it, but I don't understand what it is, you know, how they do it, I don't know anything about it. I am not knowledgeable about how he makes that stuff happen. But yeah, I would probably go over to his... Oh, is this one of you guys? I don't want to bet someone 200K. I'm barely paying attention to what I'm doing here, so... For all I know, I've already lost some money to this guy. I wasn't paying any attention. I have no idea. Plus, he's in a car that's crazy good. If he knows how to set that thing up, it's one of the better live racing cars in the game, so I'm going to assume he knows what he's doing. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, bam. I haven't spent any time tweaking this. I threw a setup on it. It seems to work pretty good, and I'm running it. Oh, the F50 got me. That F50 is a cool car. I was going to buy that, but they wanted... I don't know. It was like a package of 4 cars for $60 or something. If they would have sold that for $20, I would have bought it. But I'm like, I'm not spending $40 or $60 for this. All these cars that I don't want just to get one. I was really disappointed, to tell you the truth. I wanted to buy that car for $20. I probably should have bought the package, but YouTube does not pay as much as most people think, so I didn't buy it. Ooh, that car is fast. All right, he got me again. Which tier 1 GTI is better? Well, they both run a very similar time. I mean, they're almost identical performance-wise. I mean, there might be some small differences here and there, but the only reason I'm going to say that the Purple Star one is better is it does have more stars and it does have purple stars. So let's just say you take it into a live race and you win a live race. you should technically win a few more respect points with the purple star version. But they run very similar times. I'm not really sure one's really better than the other. I mean, they're so close. Like, they're so close. Like, I don't know which one's got the best top speed or the best, like, acceleration. But when it comes to crossing the finish line, they're almost identical. So my thing would be whichever one you like better, whichever one looks better to you, and that you enjoy driving more. Now, I don't like driving the boss version as much. I remember the shift pattern was a little different. It drove slightly different, and I didn't like the way it drove as much. But honestly, which one looks better, that's how I determine which one I want to drive between those two cars. Wait, what about 5,000 subscribers, Shaden? YouTube? All right. So are you asking about like getting monetized on YouTube, or what are we talking about here for 5,000 subscribers? As far as I know, YouTube went down to a 500 subscriber and 4,000 watch hours within 12 months. So every 12 months, you got to get at least 4,000 watch hours, and I think you only need 500 subscribers to get a YouTube channel monetized. Now, I'm not sure if you get full monetization at 500 subscribers or partial. It used to be 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Or something like 12 billion shorts views. There's 3 different things now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of running really slow, crappy times. I'm paying zero attention to what's going on here. I'm reading the chat and I'm yakking with you guys and not paying attention to the game. So, Yaden, are you talking about YouTube itself or what? All right, here we go. I apologize for driving. My poor driving. What's up, Odom? How's your day going, my man? Lim, what's up, buddy? He says, what are you doing at the moment? Live streaming, man. Live streaming. Playing video games. Yapping. Flapping my big fat mouth. Alright, William D. Elsa wants the F50. Yeah, the F50 is cool. I'm happy to have this F40. So, I don't need the F50 special edition thingy. This is good enough. If you wanted to pull a gold crate, how would I know if the loyalty is any good? Well, there's probably a lot of, like, there's got to be, alright, every single car in the game, you can find that car on YouTube. Somebody's either got a video that reviews it, or shows you how to drive it, or both, or whatnot. So, bottom line is, you would either ask Melon, because Melon will let you know if it's a good live racing car or not. The YouTube videos will either let you know if it's just a fast car, you know, stuff like that. But, alright, we disconnected. Melon's got a better memory than I do when it comes to which cars are good at live racing. But YouTube videos can help you decide. The majority of the cars in the gold crates aren't really that great most of the time, I will say. Every once in a while they put a really good car in the gold crates, but not that often, which is a bummer. Alright, I'm going to try and win this one. Perfect. Wait, Odom, oh, your game keeps crashing? That sucks, my man. Some days, Some days the game's just like that. Some days the game just doesn't want us to do it to it, you know? What's up, Jedi? What's going on, my man? Was LBV, I don't know how to say that. Says he loves GTIs in real life. Yeah, I've always really wanted a I've always wanted the, was it the Mark 1 or the Mark 2 GTI? I've always wanted one of those, and I always wanted one of the newer R32 versions. The GTI R32s are cool. When I saw the first R32, I was like, oh my god, what is that? I must have one. And then I looked up the price and I said, I must not have one. Alright, so LX wants to know, do I prefer games like this or real-world racing games? Alright, so if I'm going to play a racing game on the computer, I like games where you're actually on a racetrack. I don't like the open world games where you're driving around the streets and all that crazy stuff. I don't know, like I've got an old version of like Need for Speed where it puts you in a race and you got to watch the map because next thing you know it wants you to make a 90-degree turn when you're doing 300 miles per hour and you're like, what the crap? Games like that just really get annoying. Like a game where you're on an actual racetrack is awesome. So if I'm playing a PC racing game, I want to be on a track and not driving around city streets. But, I mean, this is a mobile game, so this is not as fun as like a real racing game where you're on a track, but this is just a great mobile game. I don't know how to explain it. Now, I pretty much quit playing PC games for the most part. It's kind of funny, but everything I've played these days are mobile games. I think the last PC racing game I got was Dirt 3, maybe? I think it was Dirt 3 was the last one I got. One of my problems, though, is like I got an autoimmune disease and my hands are messed up. Like I have a hard time even playing games on my phone. I have a hard time playing games with the controller because my fingers start locking up on me. I get trigger finger really easily. So right now I can really only play stuff on a mouse and a keyboard. And playing racing games on a mouse and keyboard isn't really fun, so I don't really play real racing games anymore. Well, if I spend too much time on a joystick, my thumbs like lock up like this and I can't unbend them and they'll stay that way for months. It's awful. But yeah, I get constant trigger finger. Like the autoimmune disease has got my tendons all messed up, so it's hard to have fun on racing games playing on a keyboard. I mean, some people might like it, but I'm not into it. Let's not forget CSR2 is a gambling algorithm. I mean, if you want to spend a bunch of money, you can easily gamble on this game, that's for sure. Now, you don't have to do it. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on this game or gamble, but if you choose to spend a bunch of money and open crates and all that stuff, yeah, it is kind of like, it's like pulling the lever on a slot machine when you open a crate. You don't always know what's going to pop out of there, you know? But that's the thing, most mobile games are slot machine games, I call them. Alright, Midnight Club was amazing. I had the original Midnight Club when I was a kid, and I remember liking it. I don't know if I was a kid, I don't know. I don't remember how old I was, but I had the original Midnight Club on a PlayStation 2. And I did really like that game, but I really barely remember it. I do remember you drove around the city streets, and I found that game to be very fun and enjoyable, but William D says, cars and women, all very expensive. Yes, I bought the F40. It's an awesome car, actually. Ooh, birds are flying by. I like this car. I wanted to buy the F50. I was just saying I was going to buy the F50, but they put it in a package of cars. If they would have sold it for 20 bucks, I would have bought it. But no, they had to put in like a 4 or a 5 car package. It was like 40 bucks or 60 bucks or something. And I was like, I'm not spending that much to get one car. I didn't want the other cars in there. So I didn't buy the F50 competition or the F50 GT or whatever it is. I really wanted it though. Marilyn, thanks, buddy. But yeah, I mean, mobile games are very different than actual PC games. PC games are mainly set up to where you buy the game and you play it. You might be able to spend a little bit of money in game these days, but mobile games are designed to where you get the game for free, and then they want you to spend money on it. Then they want you to spend more money on it. Then they want you to spend more money on it. I mean, a lot of these mobile games you can play as a free-to-play player or a cheap-to-play player, but you got to be extremely patient. I mean, for example, I would say the first 3 or 4 years I played this game, I don't think I spent a dime on it. Now I occasionally buy a car for 20 bucks when they're selling it, but I've never bought paid crates, I've never bought keys, I've never bought anything other than a $20 car a couple of times a year. And I've collected all kinds of stuff, so I've just slowly acquired things. I mean, I've been playing for like 9 years now, so I've just slowly acquired a bunch of stuff, and 2 or 3 times a year I might buy a $20 car. But if I look at the amount of money I've spent on this game since I've started, I would say I average less than $100 per year on this game, which is dirt cheap. I mean, $100 a year for entertainment money. I mean, you go to a movie 3 or 4 times in a year, you probably just spent more than $100. You know what I mean? What's a movie ticket these days? $20? You go to a movie once a month, you probably just spent like $200 to $300. You go to a movie once a week, good Lord, you just spent $1 million. All right, maybe not that much. Actually, I have no idea what they charge for movie tickets these days, but if I remember correctly, last time I went to a movie, it was like $17 or something. And that was like 15 years ago. I can only imagine what they want for a movie ticket now. It's probably $30 or something. Terrible. Anybody know? What does it cost to go to the movie theater and watch a movie? I'm actually interested to know what the prices are. I've never really been a huge movie and television person. I mean, I like movies. I don't really like TV shows too much, but... Alright, William D says, anybody needing a milestone crew? William D has no interest in Hollywood. I do like the Marvel movies. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Marvel movies. I do pay $6. No. Is it $6 a month for the History Channel? I got the streaming app for the History Channel that's like $6 a month. I got a crazy good deal on Amazon Prime. I pay $4 a month for Amazon Prime. I think I used to work at a college and they gave me a college discount Plus they gave me a discount for something else that brought it down to like $4 a month for Prime. And I did buy Disney Plus for, what is that, $12 a month? Because I was like, all right, I want to see some of the newer Marvel movies I've missed out on. So I don't know. I don't really. What I like about Disney Plus is there's a whole bunch of cartoons on it. So what I can do is, Dax, what are you driving, man? That thing looks awesome. So what I can do is like I like to have the TV on when I go to bed, but I don't want to have something on that's really going to interest me. So I can put on some crappy cartoon that I don't care about. Then I'm not really paying that much attention to it. It doesn't keep me awake, but I don't know. I need some background noise to fall asleep to for some reason. So I can put on like Bob's Burgers or The Family Guy, like stuff that I've already seen a million times, or The Simpsons or something. Whoa, crap sandwiches. Stacks, man, I clicked on the ad. Son of a butt. But yeah, I just put on some dumb cartoon and then I fall asleep. It's kind of nice, actually. I guess it's worth $12 a month or whatever it is. I forget where I was going with this, but I'm not much of a TV or movie person. Alright, can I get out of here, please? I don't want to... No! Alright, hold on, let me shoot this barrel. Yay, I got a gun. I got some more guys. I think I need to kill these dudes, right? Do I need to kill that spider? I have no idea. Alright. Oh boy, how many times do I gotta do something to get out of this ad? Sorry, guys. Alright, there we go. Stacks is still here. I don't remember that particular Maserati you're driving, dude. That thing looks awesome. When the heck did that car come out? Couldn't connect. See if maybe you can challenge me again. "8 hours of pink noise." Is that some sort of a movie, William D? 8 hours of pink noise? I mean, interesting. I don't think I've ever tried to go to sleep, but I do already have like pink. I've already got noise in my room. Like I've got a little dehumidifier that I run, and I turn a fan on, and they block out sound from the other people in the house. If I don't run those, they wake me up, and they're loud and obnoxious, and I gotta turn on a fan to block out the fan in the television. What's really weird though is like people talking on the television, that doesn't bother me, but voices coming from the other room does. I don't know why that is. I've never been able to figure that out. I don't know why. Oh, that's the prize car from winning the tickets. I never even saw that on the content account. I don't think that car is on there. Interesting. God's hearts for background noise. William D, is it a sound file or is it like a video? Amazon Prime's only video, right? At least on my TV. Like, I got it on the Roku app. I got Prime on the Roku app. Dude, that's a really cool looking car. I like it. But yeah, I don't think that was... I don't think I have that car on the content account. Interesting. So how hard was it to get the 1,000 tickets? I didn't even try. I was like, oh man, this is just something to try and take all my money. I'm not doing this. That's how I looked at it. It's free on Prime. Huh. All right, I'll have to look that up. God's Hurts. Huh. Will they add another Fast and Furious event? Yaden, I have no idea. I'm assuming, I mean, they generally add one occasionally now. There was a time where they added them somewhat often. I think we used to have like 1 or 2 a year. Now the Fast and Furious events have become like few and far between, but I would imagine we're probably going to get another one at some point, but I have no idea when. Like if there is another Fast and Furious event in the plans, I haven't heard anything about it yet, but I would assume we'll probably have another one at some point. I hope so. I really wish I could get the Fast and Furious Supra. The Aero Top. I was always hoping they would sell that car for $20, but they never have. Wait, you lost a bunch of gold for nothing? Oh, you're trying to get the tickets? That sucks, man. Yeah, I kind of figured that's how it was going to be for the most part. I tried to play it a few times, and I tried to figure out where the bad card was going to be, and it just kept wanting me to pay gold. I'm like, I'm not giving this thing any gold. So I gave up on it after a bit there. I was like, no, thank you. Which Fast and Furious cars do I have? Oh my goodness. I've got the Ford Escort. I've got the Eclipse. I've got the Jeep. I don't know. I don't have very many. I got a couple of them. I don't have that many Fast and Furious cars. I got a few of them. Oh, I got Slapjack's Toyota Supra. I did get that car. I don't know. I've got like 6,000 cars, or at least that's what it feels like. So trying to remember all of them is really hard to do for me. I know I got one of the Dom's Chargers. I do have one of the Chargers. I think I've got a couple of other Fast and Furious cars, but I don't remember offhand. I remember buying some sort of pack for like, it was on sale for like $12 or something for like 3 cars. If I remember correctly, it was the Escort, the Charger, and something else. It was like $17 or $12. It was on sale. It was a 3-car pack. It might have been $20, but my memory's terrible. I don't know what's going on. Lenny's Corvette. I don't even remember that being in the game. There's so many cars in the game. We got like 1,500 plus cars in the game right now, so. Darth, Donna. Donna's always the issue here. Darth, can you beat her up for me, please? Just go over there and kick Donna right in the crotch, please. Thank you. Oh, man. Tell her I need my keys back. I want my keys back, Donna. You stole them all. What's up, Darren? How you doing today? Yeah, like Melon said though, the old Fast and Furious cars are pretty much not good. Actually, I'm surprised he didn't say crap, because most of the older Fast and Furious cars are actually terrible. The only reason you would have those is just to have them in your collection. Just because you think they're cool and you want to have them is the only reason you should have those, because they're pretty bad. What's up, Gamer Ken? He says my GR Super runs around 9.4 and 9.5. It's getting up there. It's getting up there. I'll tell you what, the GR Supras, I still think they're very nice cars overall. I mean, they're not like the greatest cars in the game, but they're all around it's just a straight up good car. There are definitely better cars, but in my opinion, they're just really nice overall all around cars that do pretty well at a lot of things. Alright, so Donna gave you 3 tier 1 Hellcats in a row. I mean, unfortunately, that's pretty normal. That's just kind of what Donna does. That's Donna for you. That's Donna for you. Alright, so William D got a LC 500 with, what'd you say, red and black accents? I lost the... I can't do too many things at once. Nah. Where'd it go? Oh, you got yellow with red calipers. You don't like red calipers? Honestly, like, red is my preferred color for calipers. I think if your calipers are red, they look good with almost any color of car. At least if they're like a bright red. But I think red calipers work on everything. Personally. Three, two, one, go. Bam, bam. Boom. Smash. Downshift, 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 downshift. Wasp got the yellow one as well and hates it. So it's gold yellow with tan interior. See, I like yellow, but it depends on the shade of yellow. Oh, I think my controls just crapped out. Hold on, let me reset those really quick. I really like yellow cars, but it's got to be like a lemon yellow, kind of like the color his car is right now. That's a nice color. If it's like if it's like darker than that, or like some like shade that looks like pea, then maybe not so much. Alright, Darren had to do 12 pulls to get the LC 500 in orange. Hopefully you like the orange one. Oh, it's kind of a mustard. I'm not sure if I like mustard. Actually, I don't like mustard at all. But I'm not sure if I like the color mustard. I mean, I guess maybe on some cars, but not on most. OMD, so the yellow was much closer to a gold, so the colors actually clash. Ketchup red. I like ketchup way better than I like mustard, I will say that. I like me some ketchup, I hate me some mustard. Ew, a hot dog. Nasty. I used to eat hot dogs a lot, but I've stopped eating them. Oh no, I think we had a disconnection here, guys. Something happened. Actually, you know, I stopped eating food with a lot of ingredients in it. For example, if it's got more than like one ingredient, I try not to buy it. For example, if I decide to buy meat and it's got like natural flavoring added, I usually try to avoid that. I try to find one that has no flavoring added. If I buy like yogurt, I look for yogurt that doesn't have any like preservatives or weird stuff in there. If I buy eggs, I make sure there's no bird inside of the eggs. If I buy like, I don't know, I just try to make sure whatever I'm buying doesn't have a bunch of junk in it. I want to make sure it's just like the fewest amount of chemicals. I don't want any preservatives or anything like that in my food. I honestly look at some of the packaging on food and I go, oh my God, what is this stuff? If I can't pronounce it, I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? I started shopping at Aldi. I'm going to tell you what, Aldi is way cheaper. And a lot of their food has way less weird ingredients than like if I go down to my regular local grocery store. Alright, so the orange one's nice looking, awesome. Generally, I like orange cars. But like if you buy a bottle of ketchup at Aldi's, it's got a couple of ingredients in it. If you buy a bottle of Heinz 57, well, there's stuff and there's like 9,000 things in there that I can't pronounce. And I'm like, wait, what is that? Like Aldi's tends to try and get healthier foods in, and I think they said they were, I think I just read another article about how they're going to be getting rid of certain items and bringing in something different because there's a couple of items they currently sell that they found like a healthier version of. I don't remember exactly what the article said, but something along those lines. So Aldi's is trying to find like healthier food that they can sell for a cheaper price. I like Aldi. That's normally where I get my groceries now. Wait, no shooting of a bird. Say what? Oh man, Darth has got to go biscuit shopping. I don't know what bread's like in your country, but in our country, it's pretty terrible. Now, I got celiac disease, so I can't eat bread even if I wanted to, but like what they do to our bread in the United States is awful. A lot of countries, like you can't make bread. It's against the law to make bread out of the same stuff or in the same way that they make it here because it's so bad for you. I don't know why they're allowed to put all this crap in our food. Gamerkin wants to know if I have a car in real life. Yeah, it's not a fancy car. It's just a... What was that noise? My car is just an old 2005 Toyota. It's nothing special. I mean, I'm to the point where, you know, there was times where I used to spend money on cars that I thought were cool. I used to buy my little Civic hatchbacks and my GTIs and my CRXs and dump some money into and get some rims and performance parts, and eventually the car would break down or wear out or go to the junkyard. Or now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to buy something that's reliable and gets me from point A to point B, that gets good gas mileage, and that's all I care about. I don't make enough money to buy fancy stuff, you know? Roberts, he says, to make you sick. I gotta, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know, it's okay. there's two theories in my mind. One, yes, maybe they do want us to be sick because that's how the big pharmacy companies make all their money. Or number two, they don't care if we get sick and they're just trying to use the cheapest ingredients possible so they can make another 2 cents. You know, they can save 2 cents by using really horrible crap ingredients. So they do it. One or the other. Yeah, you're probably right. It's either because they want us to be sick and Big Pharma makes $1 million off of us because we're all fat and sick. Or they're just trying to save a couple of bucks. They want to charge us more and make it for less money. And they don't care if it kills us, right? If they actually cared, they wouldn't be doing that. Now, I just watched, there was a CEO of, what company was it? Somebody did an interview. There was a CEO from a food company. I don't remember if it was like a McDonald's or a Burger King or something. But during the interview, they gave him a bag of food from whatever company it was he worked at, and he said, "I'm not eating that." Now that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. He refused to eat the food from whatever company he was representing. I can't remember who it was, but he was a CEO from like Campbell's or McDonald's or something. Now, I think he actually kind of slipped up and said it was like crap food. I don't remember exactly. My memory's bad, but he refused to eat it. And if I remember correctly, he slipped up and said something about how it wasn't really healthy or something. I'm trying to remember how that went. There was also that recorded conversation that was from Campbell's where the two managers were talking. And they were talking about how they sell this crap to poor people and they wouldn't eat it because it was so bad for you. So, yeah. These companies are intentionally making terrible food, and they know it. All right, Gamerkin says the McDonald's CEO looked uncomfortable when he was eating the new release burger. William D says Pizza Hut won't eat their own products. I actually watched a video recently about all the major pizza chains. And I guess there was one that was way better than the others, but almost all of them, they're saying this stuff they're giving us is designed to taste really good, but it's practically poisons that are not fit for consumption. Like it's barely suitable to consume this stuff in all these pizza places. All right, Custom said Campbell said their meat is lab grown. Now, my understanding is there's laws against that. My understanding is, at least in the United States, it's illegal to add lab grown meat to your foods. I could be wrong, but that's what I understand. So if they're actually using lab grown meat, I do think they mentioned that in that conversation. I think that's the same conversation I heard. And I'm thinking, how are they doing that? Because they're not allowed to do that, but I think they are somehow. Gamerkin doesn't like pizza. I'm going to tell you what, back before I had celiac disease and I could eat anything I wanted, I ate a lot of pizza. I loved pizza. It was one of my favorite things in the world, to tell you the truth. Pizza, oh man. Pretty much every Friday I would go to Little Caesars, alright? I would get 3 large pizzas for like $15, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I would just chow down on pizza. I would have it for lunch, breakfast, and dinner every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Alright, maybe not on Friday because I think I bought it. I got off work. And on the way home, I stopped there. So I had it for dinner on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, I finished the leftovers. But yeah, I would buy 3 like $5 pizzas from Little Caesars. I probably don't even want to know how unhealthy that was. But anyways, it tasted good and it was dirt cheap. Yeah, you know, I actually did get a cauliflower crust pizza once and it was terrible. It was from a company called The Tattooed Chef. I think we got it from a Sam's Club or something. It was awful. It was awful pizza. Thing is, though, the crust was about as thin as a piece of paper. I mean, if I get a pizza, I want a big, huge, thick crust, man. I want to eat that thing. I want a big, thick, full crust. I don't want something that's thin like a piece of cardboard. All right. Swati wants to know, is the Hyundai good? Which Hyundai? I'm not sure what you're referring to. There's quite a few Hyundais in the game. Which Hyundai are you asking about exactly? Now, I will say a lot of the Hyundais in the game are actually pretty good for what they are. Dara says, have you seen McDonald's burgers under microscopes? No, I haven't. Oh, the crew car on 20 million. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember which car that is offhand. That's the like NPX1 or something, isn't it? The blue one? I'm trying to remember what that was. I have a terrible memory. Crap. Yeah, the Ioniq 6N. Okay, that's the new one. The Ioniq 6N, that's the new one. I don't remember if I've played around with that car yet or not. Now, the old Ioniqs were really good cars overall for live racing if you knew how to set them up. I'm assuming this one's going to be good, but I don't think I've had a chance to test it out yet. Generally short, like on a lot of those milestone prize cars we get that are brand new cars, normally like, you know, shortly after we receive the car, that's when I usually make a video on how to drive it. But I don't think I have had a chance to play with that one yet. Gamerkin is from the Philippines. So what's wrong with McDonald's hamburgers under a microscope? Have you looked at other hamburgers under a microscope to compare? Yeah, it's another blue Ioniq. But Darth, have you compared them to other hamburgers? Are we sure all hamburgers don't look like that? I'm assuming just about anything under a microscope is going to freak you out. Just like our skin, there's like little teeny tiny microscopic bugs that look like monsters crawling all over us, and they're just so small we can't see them. So I would assume like all food probably has some really nasty stuff going on that you probably don't want to know about. Gamerkin said, if the McDonald's burger tastes good, I'll eat it even if it kills me. I'll tell you what, they used to have their McDoubles or whatever, those double cheeseburgers on the dollar menu. I ate a lot of McDoubles, and they used to have these sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins on the dollar menu at one time. Oh man, I used to go, and they had the McChicken sandwich on the dollar menu, so. Now, when I lived in Arizona, I would go to McDonald's almost every morning and buy like 3 of those sausage, cheese, egg things for breakfast for $3. I'm like, $3 for that breakfast? That's a pretty good deal. I ate a lot, almost every morning. That's probably why we disconnected or something. That's probably why I'm unhealthy and have problems. I ate all that crappy McDonald's over the years. I think my controls, no, they didn't lock up on me, but I think the screen went dark. All the McDonald's probably caused all my health problems, all the crap I ate. Is the 2-star tier 3 Hellcat as good as the... Alright, so the Hellcats are the slowest tier 3 cars in the game. Last time I looked, they were on the very bottom of the list. As far as I know, we haven't got any new tier 3 cars that came out that have been slower. The Hellcats are unfortunately really nice looking, but really bad cars in this game. The Hellcats will not do what you need it to do, unfortunately. Alright, Dara says, other places are not as nasty as McDonald's. Some people, I've heard a rumor that McDonald's burgers are made out of worms. Supposedly worms are really good protein, so if they are, I mean, I don't know. There was a time where it was made out of pink slime, then I guess they've changed it to something else. I have no idea. All I know is I no longer eat fast food. Is the Cobra Jet crap? It's an okay car. It's not great, however. It's a decent overall car. It's not a good live racing car. I think, if I remember correctly, Melon, did you say you could down tune the Cobra Jet, however? I think Melon might have said it was down tunable. I'm not a down tuner. I don't down tune cars. I don't like that. Robert says protein shakes too. What, they're made out of worms? Ew. No. Alright, so Melon says you can down tune the Cobra Jet. I mean, the Cobra Jet's a cool car. I do like it, but it's definitely not one of the better cars in the game. Thanks, William D. and Melon. There are definitely better cars you can choose from. Scott, what are you asking, buddy? Android or iOS? I'm on Android. I'm not sure what Stax is on, but I'm on Android. I mean, Android and iOS players can connect to each other in this game. It's not, it is cross-platform as far as the gameplay goes. Oh, it must be, crap, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, the Cobra Jet will run like, you're probably going to be getting in the 7.0s or 7.1s on most runs, but if you get a really good run on the Cobra Jet, it will hit in the 6.9s. It's not an easy car to get a good launch on it. Like, you got to get the launch in the shifts just right. It's a little bit tricky to drive, so hitting 6.9s with the Cobra Jet isn't exactly easy for most people. Would I say hackers destroy the game? I very rarely see hackers, honestly. So for me, they're barely, like, it's very rare that I see a hacker, so they're not affecting my gaming. Now, for some people, hackers can definitely be a problem. So if you're in one of the top crews and the hackers are stealing your top prizes because they're cheating, that's a problem. If you've got the fastest car for the showdown and you're trying to get to the very top of the showdown and you're going up against hackers, that's a problem. But for, like if I go into live racing, I don't really see hackers. I usually run a slower car on the showdowns anyway because I'm not going to upgrade a car just to run a showdown. So hackers really don't affect my game at all. So for me, they're not a problem. However, for the players that are really making a conscious effort to be at the top of the showdown, or for the crews that want to be at the very top, yes, hackers are a big problem for some players. Now, I don't know if they still do this, but this game used to go through maybe every 3 to 4 months and just wipe out entire crews. They would just ban entire crews of people for hacking. If they still do this, I'm not sure, but they used to. I hope they do. If I remember correctly, they used to announce when they did a big ban wave of hackers. I haven't heard anything about that in a long time, so I'm not sure. But I do know that hackers get banned for sure. I've talked to a lot of people with hacked accounts that have been banned from the game, but some of those hackers know how to unban their own accounts. So that's an issue. But they do ban hackers, yes. Does the hacker stay banned? That's the issue. I mean, there's very few people who should have hacked accounts, in my opinion. Anybody who's using a hacked account to get an advantage over another player, I have a really big problem with that. El Toxico, yeah, my friend. Wait, what do you mean if you hack legit, they don't get banned? How can you hack legit? Like, if your account is hacked, it's not legit, in my opinion. I don't know what you mean by that exactly. William D says if it doesn't affect the developer's bottom line, they don't care. I don't know. I mean, if you're a developer and hackers are messing up the game and driving off your players, you probably should care. So as a game owner, they look at people who are hacking resources or getting free cars as basically stealing. They look at those people as stealing from them. And then the hackers that cheat to get an advantage or beat other players, that drives players away from the game, which is also a potential loss of money. So these games should care whether or not people are cheating. Because in one way or another, anybody who's cheating on this game, whether it's stealing resources or trying to cheat against other players, either way, that's definitely making the game lose money. All right, Dara says CSR2 is still actively banning hacked accounts. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you for sure. Like the content recording account that I have, and a lot of the other YouTubers, they've got all the cars on them, but you can't play on those accounts. Those accounts have been shut down from regular gameplay. But honestly, you know, I'm glad those accounts, in my opinion, those accounts should not be playable. Those accounts are great for making videos to show people the cars and how to drive them and stuff like that, but I don't think those accounts should be playable accounts. So I think it's good that they shut those accounts down. We can still use them to educate people on the game, but the accounts aren't playable, which is great. Personally, ooh, that's a weird color. That's a really weird color for that car. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know if I like that color or not, honestly. I'm trying to decide. It's cool, but it's weird at the same time. Gamerkin said if it doesn't match the same exact amount, you will get banned. Yeah, you know, I'm not really sure how their detection software works, but they'll get you. I think if you're hacking your account, they will get you. All right, did I just move to a different lobby? I think I did. You know what? I need to pee, guys. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick. My bladder's yelling at me, so I'm going to hit the be right back screen because I need to pee. So give me just a minute or 2 or 3, and I'll be right back. I got to go to the pee potty. Don't ask. Don't ask. All right, I'm back. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Oh man, we have 12 billion people watching the stream currently. I made that up. That's not true. There's only one person here. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, there we go. We're back. We have returned. Let me get some more gas. All right, so it looks like we got about 15 minutes left, everybody. After that, I got to go to the grocery store. I really don't like going to the grocery store. What's going on here? All right, the game is having a brain fart. Dear game, what are you doing to us? Gamer King, have a great day, buddy. I will catch you later. Yeah, I probably should remember to run ads, but I'm too dumb. I'm a big dumb ding dong, and I forgot. All right. Wish you the worst in his Bugatti Maestro W16 thingy dingy. 3, 2, 1, go. This Ferrari looks amazing on this racetrack. Look at that. That looks great. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so it's, yeah. Gamer King is a 12-hour difference from me. It's the same time, but for me it's the morning, for him it's night. It's kind of weird how that works. All right, Blaster runs into hackers regularly. Now, do you ever get anything back? Does MN ever say, "Hey, we banned those people," or anything like that? Blaster, do they reply to you, or do you just send it to them and that's it? Just kind of curious. But yeah, I mean, if you see a hacker, it definitely can't hurt to send a screenshot of that to customer support. Do I make more video off of a video or a live stream? Generally videos. Some of these live streams make between $1.25 for 2 hours and $4. Now, if you're a YouTuber and a bunch of people donate constantly, then, you know, I've seen YouTubers live stream where everybody's donating like thousands of dollars. It's crazy, but live streaming definitely pays a lot less. I mean, the live streams don't get as many views in total. And then I think after the live stream ends, YouTube kind of throws that on the back burner somewhere. Compared to like a video, if it was a video about something important, you know, they're more likely to show that video to somebody 3 months later, 6 months later, 3 years later, compared to when the live streams, they don't seem to really promote these live streams more than like a couple of days after it ends or something like that, I would say. But yeah, live streams really don't make very much money. Honestly, YouTube's not really a live streaming platform. I mean, those big, huge YouTubers with millions of subscribers can do a live stream and, like, you know, that's one thing. But your average YouTuber probably makes way more money off of, like, your average Joe that has, like, a, you know, a smaller channel like mine. I mean, I post a video, I get maybe 1 or 2 or 3,000 views. That's still considered to be pretty small. I mean, I got a nice amount of subscribers, but this is a game with high turnover rates, you know? People subscribe, they watch my channel for 2 or 3 months, then they quit playing the game, and then, you know, then they're gone. So I've only got a few thousand people watching my channel at a time, basically. Where was I going with that? But in order to make a lot of money on YouTube, you got to get a lot of views. I mean, even a video on my channel, if I get a video that gets 1,000 views, it might make somewhere between $2 and $4. If I get a video with 5,000 views, it might make somewhere between $2 and $10. And then I get the occasional video that for some reason it makes $30 or $50 or something. But the average video makes a few dollars at a time. Alright, Philly, I don't really know how to answer that question. There's a lot of variables with YouTube. For example, depending on how many advertisements are on my live stream, I don't have advertisements that go during my live stream. So if I turn advertisements on during the stream, these live streams would probably make a few dollars more. And then there's the thing that different advertisements pay different amounts. For example, if you see an advertisement for Honda, or you see an advertisement for Glad trash bags, one of those ads may pay significantly more or less than others. So there's a lot of variables of how much you're actually making. I mean, YouTube pays us for the advertising. And like I turn ads off on the live streams. I think once the live stream ends, if somebody watches it again later, I think it plays the advertisements during the video. But when the live stream is live, I've got it set to manual, which means it's not supposed to play an ad unless I ask it to. I think the only time it's supposed to play an ad is when you first pop on the stream, it plays an advertisement, and when the stream ends or something, it plays an advertisement. My understanding, though, is people are saying that the live chat starts getting full of ads, which I can't, there's no way to control that, unfortunately, but William D says, the only one that makes money off of Google. Supposedly, they give the YouTubers 60%. Google takes 30% of the money. Whatever I make off of ads on my channel, I get 60% of it, and Google gets 30%. That's supposedly the deal there. So the ads probably don't pay as much. Now, if you're a YouTuber, now put it this way. My audio and tech review channel, I made a video about Clarity Blue glasses. I don't know, you guys have probably seen the advertisements for those glasses that are supposed to adjust to your eyesight. I went on Amazon, found a pair of those for $20. I said, I'm going to buy a pair of these and review it. And that video got 30,000 views in like a month or two. And that video made $500. That's the only video I have ever made that's earned a huge amount of money quickly. So I bought a pillow. I saw an advertisement for a pillow and I bought that and I reviewed it and hardly anybody watched it. I was like, oh man, maybe if I start buying these scam items and reviewing them. Because yeah, that video for the glasses got 30,000 views right away. And I was like, oh yeah, let's try and do some more of these. And the pillow only got a couple of hundred reviews, and I spent $60 on that pillow, and hardly anybody watched it. So that review didn't make much money. However, the pillow doesn't do half the stuff it claims to do, but it's a really nice pillow. But put it that way, 30,000 views on a video was around $500 on the audio and tech channel. So if you were a YouTuber and you posted a video and every video got 30,000 views, I'm pretty sure you would be making a nice amount of money. But a video that gets like 2,000 or 3,000 views isn't really a whole lot. It's somewhere between $4 and $10 on average. So what's up, Black Phantom? How you doing today, my man? How's your day going? Oh yeah, it is the end. We only got a couple more minutes here. I'm telling you, I'm bad at this. I get so caught up in chatting, I quit paying attention to the driving, and I just drive on autopilot. I don't know if I'm winning or losing here. I don't know what's happening. I don't care either. My nose itches. Hold on. My nose itches. Hold on. Let me see something really quick. All right, check this out. So I'm gonna show you guys what my last video got more views than normal. The one I made yesterday got 2,600 views, and so far that video has earned okay, it's not registered yet. Hold on, let me find another video from a few days ago. It usually takes so many hours. All right, here's a video with 2,800 views. This video has earned $17. That's not bad. That video earned $17. Now, if I go look at a live stream, my last couple of live streams, let's see how much they've earned. Let me find one that's got a decent amount of views. So the majority of these live streams all have, here's one with 1,000 views. This live stream here had 1,000 views, and this live stream earned, that one earned $20. All right, that one earned $20. This live stream here from a couple of days ago with 700 views earned... That one hasn't registered yet for some reason. Here's one from the other day with 800 views. This one earned $4, so... They don't make that much. I mean, you know... I will say though, for some reason, what I do notice is every so many years, my channel does start to make a little more money per video. Usually in usually December, revenue goes up because since it's around Christmas time, the last 3 months of the year, ad revenue usually goes up. And then in January, it normally drops back down again. So mine went up a little bit around the holidays, and it stayed pretty similar. So I think YouTube gave me a small raise recently, which is nice. But yeah. Now, if I look at the total amount of money this channel's made over like the 15 years that I've had it, it looks pretty amazing until you average out, well, that's like X amount per year, and you're like, oh, that's not great. Awesome. But thank you. Oh, Eddie, thanks so much. Eddie was doing a membership thingy. I don't know. It just says, welcome to basic membership. But I can see he's been a member for a little while, so I think he just renewed his membership. Thank you, Eddie. Definitely appreciate that, my man. But yeah, I look at it this way. I've got 3 YouTube channels that I post on regularly. And if I look at the amount of time if I look at the amount of money I make at the end of the month, it kind of ties all the channels together. If I look at the amount of money I make at the end of the month due to the amount of time I spent in, it's usually somewhere between $2 and $5 an hour, depending on how good the month is, because every month it's different. So I usually make between $2 and $5 an hour off of the YouTube channel on average. But now I do spend, I could probably save a lot of time, because I normally spend, the last couple of days I've been slacking, but I normally spend at least 1 to 2 hours a day on each channel going through comments and trying to reply to people's comments. And I do count that as time spent doing things for the YouTube channel. But, you know, if I didn't do that, I could probably save what, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I could probably save 20 to 30 hours out of my week if I didn't reply to so many comments. Oh, Blaster, did you send a request to, did you join our chat room on the Line app? If so, hopefully somebody will go in there pretty soon and check it out. Oh, he's trying to recruit for his team, guys. Blaster's looking for crew members, I believe. But yeah, YouTube's not super easy, and you have to get a lot of views to make a huge amount of money. It's a lot of fun, but it's you got to have a really popular channel to get rich off of YouTube. I'm gonna put the ending soon screen up. But yeah, I think my team, either my team or Williams D's team may be recruiting. Maybe both, I'm not sure, but I'm going to collect all my free stuff. So if you guys got any last minute questions, get them on in there. Get them on in there. One thing I will say, though, it's amazing how time-consuming YouTube is. So generally, between my channels, I live stream 5 days a week. That's usually between 2 and 3 hours per live stream, depending on what I have to do before and or after the live stream. I mean, most of my streams go for 2 hours. Then there's at least like another 30 minutes of this thing and that thing going on. So let's just say 2.5 hours out of my day is that. In the morning, I usually have to make 1 or 2 videos. I usually spend, I would say I usually get up at 3 in the morning. I usually sit down on my chair around 3:30 in the morning and start working on videos. Usually around 8 a.m. I get done. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I spend about 5 hours in the morning making videos. And then shortly after, I do a 2 to 3 hour live stream. So there's 8 hours right there. An hour or 2 a day answering comments. That puts me at 10 hours a day from this. And then there's like on the gaming channel where I do the Warbots game, a couple days a week, I spend 3 hours each day recording game footage. And then, there's all the other stuff going on. If I'm making a video on how to drive cars for this game, I might spend 2-3 hours playing with the car. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of extra stuff that goes into it that might take 2 or 3 hours here, an hour there, 4 hours there. It's extremely time consuming running 2 gaming channels on YouTube. I really enjoy it. It's super fun, but it's very time consuming. Did Melon share a live racing tune? I don't think he did. If he did, I missed it. Like Dizzle says, thanks. Thanks to you, I'm on a better team. Awesome, my man. If you found a good team, that is amazing. It's nice to be on a team that you like. But yeah, right now I've actually got 4 YouTube channels. I really only post on 3 of them. I keep trying to find something I have time to do on the 4th channel, but I just never can stick with it. Running 3 channels is enough. Like I was trying to, the last thing I was trying to do on channel number 4 is making shorts. I was like, oh yeah, you know, I can record like a little 2 or 3 minute clip. It was way more time consuming than I thought it was going to be, just to try and make a short every day. I was like, I just don't have time for this. Unfortunately, man, 4 YouTube channels is too much. 3 is manageable for me. 4 is not. I really wish I could get that 4th channel going, but I just can't find the time to do it. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the day. I just want to say thank you guys for watching my videos and my live streams and everything else. I really appreciate all of you a lot. Thank you to the channel members. You guys and girls are amazing. Thank you to the moderators for helping to make sure the stream runs good and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, just watching my videos is a huge help to this channel. Watching my live streams is a huge help to this channel. So thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. I'm about to go off to the grocery store and then do a bunch of junk. Lots of junk. All kinds of junk. And then I'm going to go over to Donna's house and pee on her bushes. All right. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we will catch you next time. See you guys later.